from and to. And we have the present continuous. Both of these topics, I think the prepositions of time can be a little bit more challenging to learn because of the different uses that we have. But the present continuous is very simple. We use the verb to be with the ing form. I am eating, I am talking, I am running, I am walking, I am teaching, whatever. And for vocabulary, we have daily routine verbs. Nada nuevo, lo usamos, lo practicamos. Wake up, have lunch. Once again, we have this, and we have the weather and seasons. Again, it's a review. You already know the weather: rain, sunny, snowy, cold, warm, all of the seasons. Now, we also have here the skill for listening and the sentence stress. If you notice, we have a lot of units with this sentence stress. And we're going to work around this topic with the videos that I sent you. How the sentence stress is going to help you understand better and communicate better. Okay, so we're going to go over that today as well, and listening for the main idea. So today we start with the first lesson of Unit 4, and the very first topic that we have there is daily routine verbs. This should be something easy for you. We already practiced some and we use them to talk about our lives, to talk about someone else's lives. The very first picture that you see here, what action, what verb is that? What routine is that?
Get up.
This one, wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Waking up is the action of opening your eyes. Okay, and then we have get up. Now, you can have different routines. Hay gente que tiene rutinas bien establecidas. You wake up at 4 a.m., but you get up at 4:20. De repente se están 20 minutitos ahí en la cama, revisan celular, contestan mensajes, el correo, hay gente que incluso lee la Biblia ahora en la mañanita antes de salir de la cama. So we wake up at a specific time and we get up at a specific time, usualmente. Then the next picture, what do we have? We put the clothes on. Get dressed. Get dressed. This one should be before getting dressed, which is take a shower. It's different to take a shower than to take a bath. This is called a shower. Okay? Esto, la ducha en sí, se llama shower. This is a shower head. So when we take a shower, we are usually under the shower and it's a little bit quicker, a little bit faster in the morning. After that, we can have, which one is this?
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast. In the morning, we have breakfast. After that, we are ready to start with our day. So what do? Go to work. If you don't work, and if you're studying, you go
to school.
Go to school, go to the university, go any place, anywhere else. If you work, you go to work. If you go to your studies, you go to university or school. At noon, what do we usually have or eat at noon? Have lunch, okay? And notice how I am giving you like specific times, because we usually do this at specific times. Lunch is usually eaten, or it's supposed to be eaten between 12 noon and 1 or 2 p.m. Claro, hay gente que viene almorzando hasta las 3 de la tarde, pero usualmente tenemos un horario en donde el desayuno se toma por la mañana, el almuerzo a mediodía, and then the dinner. Once you finish your classes, what do?
Finish school.
You finish school, finish your classes, you're ready to end up with your day. And if you're working,
Finish work.
you finish work. Okay? So you get where?
Get home.
Get home. And we have tried to think a specific time. We usually have specific times. I finish work at this time. I get home at this time, depending on the traffic. When you get home, it's usually evening between 6, 7 o'clock. And what do you have? Have dinner or eat dinner. You can say have or eat, not take. Sometimes I've heard students say, I take dinner, I take breakfast. We can say have or eat, but not take. And this is the night routine. Okay, after eating, this is taking a bath to relax in una tina, in a bathtub. Taking a bath to relax, clean up your body, and go get ready for bed. And then what do? Go to bed and then go to sleep. The same happens with the night routine. Lo que les decía de la mañana. Usualmente hay gente que pone la alarma. De repente hay gente que sí, la alarma suena y ¡boom! Los pies al piso. Me levanto y... Pero hay gente que la alarma suena, tomo el celular, empiezo a ver mensajes, correos, contestar lo que sea necesario, se estiran, hacen meditación o oran y luego se levantan de la cama. Lo mismo en la noche. You go to bed at a specific time. Y hay gente que lee en la cama antes de dormir, está viendo social media o platica con la pareja y luego nos vamos a dormir o ve un poco de televisión. So, going to bed, it's not the same as going to sleep. I can probably go to bed at 9 p.m., but I go to sleep at midnight because I spend 3 hours watching TV, watching TikToks, Facebook, email, a lot of things on the bed, but I'm not sleeping. So these are the daily routine verbs. You have used them before, you have practiced with each one of these. And I was mentioning the times because, as I was saying, we usually have specific times to do something. Let me go back. Whenever we talk about daily routines, I'm going to zoom in. I don't want to. Whenever we talk about daily routines, we usually give the time. I wake up at 5 p.m., I get up at 5:15, I brush my teeth. That's the first thing I do. I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I get dressed, and I don't have breakfast very early in the morning. I have my breakfast around 9 a.m. And because I teach from 7 to 9 a.m. I teach from 7 to 9, and then after that class, I eat my breakfast. After that, I usually clean the house and think of what I'm going to do for lunch. I have lunch at around 12 or 1 p.m. Then I do run some errands. I prepare for the afternoon class. I teach another class from 4 to 6. And then I prepare dinner at 6 o'clock so I can feed my child before 7 o'clock. Then I go to bed at around 9 p.m. and I try to sleep early because I like to have a good sleep routine. So whenever we talk about daily routines, we usually use times in the clock. Okay? During the week, we usually have a routine. Si usted trabaja o estudia, en la semana usualmente tenemos una rutina. Hacemos lo mismo todos los días. Me levanto a tal hora todos los días. Me levanto a tal hora de lunes a martes y miércoles a viernes me levanto a la misma hora. So we have a fixed schedule. Tenemos un horario fijo. Y usualmente esto se da más cuando salimos de la casa. Uno dice, yo tengo que salir a tal hora porque si me tardo más me agarra el tráfico. So we have very specific times on the clock. Okay, so going back to the page where we have prepositions of time. I forgot to send the other video as well where we have prepositions of time. Let me just send it right now very quickly. Prepositions of time, because then I forget. So before I forget, I am sending the video. Now, all of these videos are usually extra explanations that I share with you for you to have outside information. You practice your listening with different accents, and you have more explanations outside of the book. So, we use different prepositions to make common time expressions. We have in, on, at, and we have from and to. From and to is one of the easiest, and at probably. Because from and to, we use it to give periods of time. De tal hora a tal hora. Es una de las más sencillas. I work from Monday to Friday. I work from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then from 4 to 6 p.m. From this time to this time, from this day to this day. I work from February to November, approximately. Okay, so we have periods of times. We can say days from Wednesday to Sunday. I work from Monday to Friday. We can have months from January to June. I work from February to November. We can have times, specific times on the clock. I work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., for example, or from 6:30 to 9. And we can have years from 2000 to 2006. Okay, to be specific. Trabajé en tal lugar from 1998 to the year 2000. Okay, so we can use years, times, months, and days. And we need to have a starting time and the finishing time. From es el inicio. To es el final. Trabajo de 8 a 4. From 8 to 4. Okay, so this one is one of the easiest prepositions of times that we have. Then we have at, which is also easy because at is only used with 3 different forms. We use it with times on the clock, horas del reloj. At 6 o'clock, at 11:30, I start classes at 4 p.m., 4:10 p.m. I start working at 7 o'clock. I go to the gym at 8 p.m. Okay, so we use it with times on the clock. And we use it with these specific day times. Midnight, noon, and night. Okay, medianoche, mediodía, y la noche. At midnight, at noon, at night. Okay? And we use it with festivals, con días festivos. At Thanksgiving, at New Year's, at Christmas, okay, those famous and festivals and festive days. Okay, so we have from, to, and at. Now, in and on are a little bit confusing. And it's okay if you make mistakes. Sometimes, even for me, it's difficult to remember when to use in and on because they're very similar. And they both are used with days. For example, in, we use it with parts of the day. Periodos o partes del día. In the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings. Okay, en las mañanas, en las tardes, noches. Evenings, no hay una traducción para evenings. Es complicado. Tarde, noche. Es tarde noche, pero no tan noche, pero no tan afternoon. And then the seasons.
Miss,
Yes.
evening no lo usa cuando entrada.
Cuando entrada. ¿Cómo así?
Sí, o sea, para decir buenas noches, pero usted va entrando a una reunión, dice good evening, y cuando sale ya es good night, porque ya se va.
Sí, también está esa regla, pero por ejemplo, si usted está hablando en general y usted trabaja o sale de trabajar a las 7 de la noche, usted sale evening. I finish work at 7 in the evening. Todavía es evening, 7.
Ajá, sí,
Creo que
como las 6, ¿verdad?
night ya es de las 9 en adelante. The night is taking like very late at night. And then we have the seasons. In the winter, in the spring, in the summer, in the fall. We can say in winter, you can delete that in winter, in spring, in summer, in fall. Aquí sí necesitamos el that. In the morning, in the afternoons. Okay? And then we use it with months of the year. Just months of the year. Like my birthday is in November, but if I have the specific date, I say on November 16th. Perdón, por eso es que es confuso, porque si solo tengo el mes, digo in, pero si tengo fecha completa, digo on. On November 16th or in November. Then on, we use it with days of the week. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and also with the weekend. On the weekend or weekends or on Sunday, no quiere decir que es Sunday, no lo vamos a usar, porque no es days of the week. Sí, también es days of the week, parte del fin de semana. So on Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, on Fridays, on Saturdays, on Sundays, or the expression on the weekend. I don't work on the weekend. I don't work on the weekend. So we use it also with days and parts of the day. Now, this is confusing because we have parts of the day within, in the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings. But if we have a day and part of the day, we use on. Por ejemplo, usted dice, I work in the mornings, en general. Pero de repente hay un día que no trabaja en la mañana. So you're a bit more specific. I usually work in the mornings, but on Friday mornings, I don't work. Usualmente trabajo en las mañanas, pero el viernes en la mañana yo no trabajo. So when we have a day and time of the day or part of the day, we use on. Okay? Now, keeping in mind these prepositions, it's very important to make yourself sound proper. Okay? The pronunciation of English, that comes with time in time, but it's important to sound correct in English. So once again, we use in with parts of the day, with the seasons, with months of the year. We use on with days of the week and the weekend, days and parts of the day. We use at with times, midnight, night, and festivals, festive days, and we use from and to for periods of time. So let's practice. Number one, let's complete this one. We have a number one. I usually take a shower the evening. What are we going to use? Is a time during the day. What are we going to use? To the evening, from the evening, at the evening, on the evening, in the evening. In. Very good. Number two, we have night.
At
Night. Very good. Hay un avión bien raro, Espíritu Santo, espera ahí. Ya acá se ve la pista. Number 3. I'm at work and we have 2 different times.
I work at 8:30.
From
Oh, sí.
8:30
Two.
to 6:30. Good. It's important to remember when we have 2 times, we're talking about period, comienzo y final. Okay? Aunque con las horas del reloj sí usamos at. Pero si tenemos 2 horas de reloj, estamos hablando de comienzo y final. Entonces, from to, de tal hora a tal hora. Number 4, they visit their cousins New Year's Day. What do we use with festivals?
On. In.
On,
Or in.
we can go back. Podemos regresar. Ahorita
Sí.
estamos aprendiendo y repasando. At festivals. Thanksgiving, New Year, Christmas, we use at. Por eso yo les digo que tengan abierto el libro para que puedan ir chequeando. Ahorita podemos chequear, no hay problema. At New Year's Day. Number 5, Friday night. We have day of the week. Friday nights. We have date of the week and parts of the day. August.
In.
In. We only have the month.
In.
Solo que escucharon a su hijo corriendo, anda, los 20. Mi papi le dio un helado, chocolate, azúcar y anda feo. The days are short. Winter. The winter. What do we use with seasons?
In.
In the winter. What do you like doing? The weekend. What do we use with the weekend?
On.
On the weekend. Good. The more you practice, the easier it's going to become. This one requires a little bit more of concentration and really identifying. Yes.
Excuse me. In the book and the exercise part, at is incorrect. On is correct.
On New Year's?
Yes, in the book. Because the book is bad.
Sí, puede que sea error porque incluso dice, está el ejemplo de New Year.
Ajá.
At New Year's, y es el mismo. At New Year's. No sé, de repente sea error.
Oh,
New
sí.
Year's. Sí, porque lo usan de ejemplo y es el mismo que pusieron. Entonces. Now, here what we're going to do is read the text and underline 8 mistakes. There are some mistakes there. So we're going to go very slow and really analyze each sentence. Take a look at the first one. Every day, from Monday in Friday, I get up at 6:30. What is the mistake? Every day, from Monday in Friday, I get up at 6:30.
Incorrect. From.
From,
Monday.
this is incorrect.
Oh, no, no, no.
No.
In is incorrect.
In is incorrect. From Monday to Friday. From and to. From Monday to Friday, I get up at 6:30. The next sentence. I leave the house at 7:30 and I start work on 8:15.
On.
On is incorrect. When we have clock times, we use
At.
Excellent. Next sentence. I don't work on Friday afternoons. I finish work in noon.
In.
I don't work on Friday afternoons. Is this one correct? On Friday afternoons.
Yes, it's correct.
Yes, it's correct
In.
because we have Friday, day of the week, and part of the day, and we use on. In noon. What do we use with noon?
In is correct.
Mm,
In, sorry, noon, midnight, and night. What do we use with those?
I don't remember.
We can go back. We can go back. No hay problema. Midnight, noon, and night, we use at. So that specific part where it says in noon, it's incorrect. I finish work in noon is incorrect. We say at noon. I finish work at noon. Next paragraph. On July and August, it's very hot.
On,
What do we use with months?
in,
In. In July and August is very hot. Next sentence. I usually go to the swimming pool with my children in the afternoons. And in night, we go for a walk.
mm,
Very good. It's at 9. Sorry, at night. What about in the afternoons? Is this correct?
mm,
In the
yes, it's okay.
afternoons. Yes. With parts of the day, we use in. This one is correct. Next paragraph. In the weekend, I don't get up early.
In,
What do we use with the weekend?
on, because it is
On.
weekend.
We use on with days of the week and the weekend. At Saturday mornings, I go running on 11.
At,
What do we use? Saturday mornings, we have day and part of the day.
on,
On. We use on Saturday mornings. And then I go running on 11. At
at,
11. And then my wife and I make lunch. On Sundays, we usually take the children to visit my parents or my wife's parents.
on,
Is it correct on Sundays?
and yes, no, because it's day of the week.
It's days of the week. With days of the week, we use on. So this one is correct. That's why it's really important to have the information there. Tengan ahí a mano para que puedan ir corrigiendo y checando. Okay, good. Now, the next activity, it's add the preposition. This one, it's a little bit more interesting. Write the sentence. I visit my grandparents the weekend.
On the weekend.
Very good.
On the weekend.
On the weekend. Okay. Then February, we usually go skiing.
February from usually going skiing. Okay. Mm, on February,
On,
no, in February.
in. With months of the year, we use in. In February, comma, we usually go skiing. Number 3,
At noon. No.
yes,
Yes.
at noon.
Sorry.
It's correct. Ay, ¿qué hice? Jesús del huerto. Espérenme. Aquí está. Ya. Se me quedó. At noon is correct. Yes. Next sentence.
On, On
On.
Wednesday evenings, my
Good.
sister.
Does yoga because we have days of the week and parts of the day. Number 5.
Mm, Carlos from Monday to Saturday.
Very good. From Monday to Saturday. Number 6. ¿Qué usamos
Mm,
con seasons?
mm,
Seasons.
Seasons. I don't remember.
Someone else? In the spring, on the spring, at the spring.
I think at
Let's go and check. With seasons.
in
In. We use in with the seasons. So the last one is my daughter's birthday. Last one is my daughter's birthday is in the spring. So that's why I always recommend you guys to have your books open so you can go back and check the rules. Now, this is what we have for prepositions of time. And the more you practice in your workbook, you will find the extra activities and exercises to practice prepositions of time. But also, I share with you this video about the prepositions of time. And she explains there are different prepositions of time. For example, here we have prepositions in general: in, on, at, by, with, for, over, under, different prepositions. And the prepositions of time that she goes over this video are in, on, at, and by. By is also a preposition of time. So you will see the different explanations and examples that she gives. Everything is similar to the book. Okay, so she starts with at specific times or clock times. She then gives different examples and exercises. And then she goes to preposition in. The preposition in. See, here we have the preposition in. And I think next one is on. On time. Preposition on. We use it with days. We use it with, and at the end, she has a preposition by. By, it's also a preposition of time. I send you the video for you to have extra explanations on in, on, and at. You can go watch the video. It's 15 minutes. I don't like to use and watch the videos during class time now. Antes sí los miramos en la clase y lo íbamos discutiendo, pero ahora se los envío para que lo vean ustedes porque se nos va bastante tiempito. El video dura 15 minutos, pero en lo que vamos pausando y discutiendo se nos va media hora. So watch the videos whenever you have a chance, and then I'm going to explain the other videos. Ya les voy a explicar lo que vamos a hacer con los otros videos. Now, going back to the lesson where we have these reading about 24 hours in the dark. Read the title and the pictures. Look at the pictures. 24 hours in the dark. Which countries sometimes have 24 hours of darkness? By looking at the pictures, what do you think? ¿Dónde creen que se da esto? 24 horas de oscuridad.
In Alaska. No. No, because ah, hay una parte que le llaman las noches.
It could be,
En
maybe.
países, son países por Irlanda, por esta zona, noruegos. Creo que hay
Okay.
noches oscuras en esas zonas. Ve, días oscuros,
Noruega,
literalmente.
muy bien. Norway, where else? What do you think about this topic? 24 hours of night or day? That is the title. 24 hours of night or day. What do you think about this? Would you like to live in a place like this? ¿Les gustaría vivir en un lugar así?
No,
Why not?
because no tendría vitamina D. Y tendría que tomar leche porque esos en esos países a la leche le colocan la vitamina D para que
Okay.
usted tenga el surtimiento. También pasa que por el déficit de vitamina D hay mucha depresión. Entonces
Good.
la gente tuki tuki.
Very good point. Very good point. Yes, I think it would be very confusing and depressing to spend a lot of time in the dark. For example, I am not a morning person. I don't like the mornings, waking up early. And whenever I wake up and it's still dark outside, I feel so much more tired. El cuerpo se me cansa más. Cuando me levanto y todavía está oscuro afuera, siento que me cae más el cansancio y digo, ay, qué temprano levantarse. Imagínense salir a trabajar y trabajar todo el día y es todavía de noche, el sol nunca sale. Now, let's read a little bit about this interesting text. And we have headings. Do you know what headings are?
Mm,
Titles, like subtitles or subheadings,
em,
encabezados, encabezados o
encabezados.
títulos, subtítulos. Now, we have these titles here: winter activities, summer activities, or daily routine, light and dark, in my city. So the very first paragraph is very short, only two sentences. Can you read it, Brody?
I'm from New York, but I now live in the north of Norway, in a small city called Tromsø. I like living here. I have an interesting job and I like the people.
Okay, what is the best heading for this part of information?
My city?
My city. Good. Okay, he talks about the city, which is called Tromsø in Norway. Noruega. Very good. So let's continue with the next paragraph.
Por eso
And
miren, Luisito Comunica, ahí lo aprendí.
and let's find the best heading for the next paragraph. Let's see. Odgar, can you help me in reading this one? $15. Mhm. como que le cayó para practicar los números, va, como que sabía. 30, it's the time, 8:30. So what is the best heading for this paragraph?
Our
Or
daily
daily
routine.
routine.
Daily routine. Okay, he talks about the activities they do during the day. I wake up at this time, I work from this time, my children do this, I get dressed, I take a shower. That is the daily routine. The next paragraph that we have here, Esli, can you please read it?
Our leaves are different in the summer and the winter. In the summer, there are 16 days when the sun doesn't set. From May to July,
July,
it's light at July, it's light at midnight,
midnight.
and I midnight. And in the winter, we have 16 days of night. From November to January, it's dark at noon.
Good. So what is the best heading for this?
Light and dark.
Light and dark, because he talks about the 60 days where the sun doesn't set. Okay, what 60 days of light and 60 days of darkness, okay, in the winter. Next paragraph. Can you read it, please, Carmen?
Miss,
Yes.
how do you spell dark in
Dark,
Spanish?
dark,
Yes, yes.
oscuridad, oscuridad, oscuro. Oscuridad is darkness. Carmen, please.
Okay. It's very dark, but it's not a bad time of year. On the weekend, we spend time together as a family, or we go skiing. We sometimes see the north lights at night. They really beautiful.
Okay, what is the best heading for this? Summer or winter?
Winter activities.
Winter.
Winter
Winter
activities.
activities.
Because he
Winter.
mentions that there are 60 days of night in the winter. Okay, so it says it's very dark here. And the last one, the summer activities, as Vani.
In the summer, we spend a lot of time outdoors. In the evening, we often have a barbecue on the beach, and on Friday night, we sometimes go to outdoor concert. In July, we go on vacation. We usually visit my family in New York, and also spend some time with my wife's family in the mountains.
Mountains. Good. Thank you. So this is a very interesting life routine. Very interesting to live for 60 days. It's not just 24 hours. It's not just 24 hours. Our lives are different in the summer and the winter. In the summer, there are 60 days when the sun doesn't set. From May to July, it's light at midnight, and in the winter, we have 60 days of night. So it's not just 24 hours. Imagínense, pasar 2 meses a oscuras, por completo, donde nunca sale el sol. Y luego otros 2 meses en donde nunca se oculta el sol. Okay? Siempre está claro. Very interesting. There are a lot of different life routines that we don't know. People who lives in extreme conditions. Hay gente que vive en calor extremo, en frío extremo, en luz, en noche. It's very different than the actual routine and weather and seasons that we have. Now, the next page is to work with this activity, but I want to go to this one here, sentence stress, pronunciation and sentence stress. Now, I sent you other videos where we have syllable stress, word stress, and the imitation technique. Son los primeros tres que les envié. Why do we have so many activities talking about sentence stress? Si se fijan, hay varias unidades en este libro, incluso en el anterior, donde se menciona mucho sentence stress. The sentence stress and the word stress is very important at the moment of communicating and to understand better in English. We usually make an emphasis. We usually make a stress in some words. So, for example, let me play the first one.
1. I get up at 6 in the morning.
Listen once again.
1. I get up at 6 in the morning.
The word stress, hay más de una. Listen.
At
1. I get up at 6 in the morning.
¿Cuáles son las que se hace más énfasis?
get up at
Get up 6 in the morning. Escucha de nuevo.
1. I get up at 6 in the morning.
I get up at 6 in the morning. We make an emphasis to those words. Listen to the next one.
2.
I work from Monday to Friday.
work
2.
I work from Monday to Friday.
Monday, Friday. I work Monday and Friday. And if you notice, the stressed words are the most important words. Si usted nada más entiende o escucha work Monday, Friday, automáticamente usted asume, esta persona trabaja de lunes a viernes. Listen to the next one. I go swimming on Wednesday evenings.
3. I go swimming on Wednesday evenings.
Swimming Wednesday evenings. Okay, listen again.
3. I go swimming on Wednesday evenings.
Swimming, sube. I go swimming on Wednesday evenings. Si nada más vemos estas palabritas aisladas, swimming Wednesday evenings, automáticamente entendemos va a nadar los miércoles por las tardes. So, adding a stress and the emphasis when you speak, it's extremely important to make yourself understood. Para hacer que se entienda mejor y para comprender e identificar esas palabras de estrés. Yo lo practico esto mucho con ustedes. Cuando hay algo que yo quiero enfatizar y que se les quede bien grabado, lo pronuncio mejor, lo hago más fuerte, lo alargo, incluso hasta vemos gestos al momento de comunicarnos. La comunicación no solamente, uno no puede tener como que el mismo, así como que el mismo volumen a la hora de hablar. Siempre se hace como que arriba, abajo, alargamos, enfatizamos. So that is part of communication. That is part of comprehending, and that's part of making yourself understood. Now, let's practice a little bit with these two exercises. There are two exercises there to practice about your routine. Complete the sentences so that they are true for you and write one full sentence. So we have 5 sentences here. Okay, we have 5 sentences. I get up at, I work from, I evenings, I the summer, I don't the weekend. Okay, so we're going to write them true for me, but one full sentence. Let me give you the example. For example, I get up at 5 a.m. Okay, you don't need to write anything else. You can write just at 5 p.m. or you can write I get up at 5 a.m. from Monday to Friday. Okay, you can add extra information. I work from Monday to Friday, or the time. I work from 8 to 4 p.m. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, but in my case, I'm going to leave it. I work from Monday to Friday. The evenings, I work in the evenings. And the summer, I usually, can say, I usually travel in the summer, and the weekend. I don't work on the weekend. Okay, so these are my sentences. I get up at 5 a.m. from Monday to Friday. I work from Monday to Friday. I work in the evenings. I usually travel in the summer. And I don't work on the weekend. Which one is false? Hay una de estas que es falsa, mía. Cuatro son verdaderas, una es falsa.
I don't work on the week.
Travel in the summer? I
Mm,
usually travel in the summer.
I get up.
This one is false. I don't get up at 5 a.m. No, I get up at 6 a.m. So the rest of them are true.
Oh, it's two. It's two. I work. Oh, no, no, no. It's correct.
I work from Monday
Pensé
to
que
Friday.
no había dicho
Yes,
from.
I work in the evenings. Right now is the evening. Ahorita es evening. I usually travel in the summer. I try to travel in the summer, usually. And I don't work on the weekend. I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. Now it's your turn. Write your 5 sentences. 4 need to be true and 1 false. Cualquiera puede ser la falsa para usted. Yo escogí esta. Esta fue la falsa. But you can write any other one. I work from Monday to Sunday, for example. Okay, and it's false. You only work 5 or 6 days of the week. So write your own ideas from these sentences. I'm going to give you a few minutes, and then we're going to discuss, share them with the class, and guess. Después vamos a adivinar cuál es la falsa de ustedes. Ok, unos minutitos para que la trabajen ahorita.
Miss, yo estoy sin energía porque se fue la luz.
A mano.
Estoy desde el teléfono, pues no puedo trabajar en la compu. A mano.
Yes. Ready? How are we doing? Okay, so let's share your sentences. We're going to start with Fabio.
Okay. The number one is I get up 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday.
At 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday. Okay.
Yes. Number two is I go to the college.
Okay.
Oh, it's war.
Work or study? Because you don't work, you study. It's okay.
I go to the college from Monday to Friday.
Okay. Number three.
Number three is I made the dinner in the evenings.
Esta es la falsa. I make dinner in the evenings.
Yes, I make
Good.
dinner in the evenings.
Number four.
Number four is I never go to the beach in the summer.
Okay. And number five.
And number five, I don't know. Esa no la he hecho.
Okay. We can say I don't study. I don't study on the weekend. So now let's check which one is the false. Ya tiene la falsa aquí. Which one do you think it's the false?
I never go to the beach in the summer.
This one?
Yes.
Number four is the false. Someone else? What do you guys think? I think number three is false.
The tree?
Number five, it's false. Let's see. We have two people thinking it's number three. One thinks it's number four, and one thinks it's number five. Now tell us, Fabio, which one is false?
Number four is
Number
false.
four is false. Interesting. Thank you. Now let's see, Esli.
Es que me falta una a mí. Please.
The last one. Oh, which one?
Number four.
The number 4.
Four is missing. Pero ya tiene la falsa.
No.
Entonces number four va a ser la falsa.
No, por eso no me iba a decir.
Okay, let's see, Rodin. Arréglelas, Esli, para que se haga la falsa otra. Rodin.
Permítame que me acabo de salir. El 7. Ahorita.
7A. 7A.
Yes, 7 a.m. Okay, I get up at 5 a.m. from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
I
Number
work
2.
from okay. I work from Monday and Saturday.
Okay. 2 Saturday. Mhm.
I go to the gym in the evenings.
Mhm.
I swim in the summer.
Swim in the summer.
And I work on the weekend.
I don't work
I don't, yes.
on the weekend. Okay. Now this one is confusing because number 2 says you work from Monday to Saturday. So you work on the weekend or you study on the weekend.
Yes.
I think this one's true. This one should be also true. Maybe this one is false. I don't know. What do you guys think? ¿Qué creen los demás?
The number 3 is false.
Number 3. Number 2. Okay, Rosie, which one is a false?
Number 3.
Number 3 is false. Esli was right.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Now, Olga. Mhm. Number 2. Okay. Hmm. I don't cook on the weekend. Number 2 is false. I think so. What do you guys think? Study in the evening, with family, cook on the weekend. Nobody cooks on the weekend. Is it right? Yes, I think number 2. It's false. Yes, this
Right.
one is the false. Number 2 is false. Thank you, Olga. Carmen.
I get up at 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
I work from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
I take a shower in the evening. I usually go to the beach in the summer.
Mhm. And number 5.
I don't cook on the weekend.
Okay, interesting. Todas me parecen ciertas. No sé.
The
Let's
3.
see. Number 3, take a shower in the evenings. I do this. This is my routine. I always take a shower in the evenings. So probably this is true.
Como botan agua.
No, it's just that it's
On
really
on the number 5.
or number 5. Don't cook on the weekend.
No creo que Karen no cocina.
I don't know. I mean, I think
Number 5.
number 5. Okay, number 5. We all agree number 5 is false.
Yes. Yes.
Ah!
Number 5.
Hey, Esli, are you ready?
Yes. And I get up at 8 a.m. on the weekend.
Okay.
I work from Monday to Thursday.
To Thursday. Okay.
I get home at evening.
In the evenings.
At evening.
In the evenings.
In the evening.
Mhm.
And I never drink coffee in the summer.
Mhm.
And I don't cook on the weekend. Ya tenía yo, ¿verdad?
Okay. Number 4 is false. I think coffee is always winter, summer, spring. There's no season for coffee. I think number 4 is false. What do you guys think?
Number 4.
Number 4,
Number
right?
4.
Okay, Esli, which one is the false sentence?
Yes, number 4.
Number 4.
Pero es que ya tenían una pista porque ya la tenían. Okay, va.
Asbani, are you ready?
I get up at 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday. I work from Monday to Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday. I do homework on the evenings.
In the evenings. Uh-huh.
I usually enjoy the summer.
Mhm.
I don't go
Go out.
on the weekend.
Mhm.
Go out on the weekend.
Okay.
The number 2.
Number 2 false? I think so. Maybe number 2 is also false. Work from Monday to Wednesdays. What do you guys think? This one seems true.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number
Okay.
5.
Number 5. Don't go out on the weekend. I think number 2. Asmani, which one is the false sentence?
Number 2.
Number 2 is false. Yay. We're very good at this. Now, the next activity is similar to this, but we only answer the questions. And I'm going to assign this as a homework. This is going to be a homework activity. Are you a morning person or an evening person? Okay, you already know I am not a morning person. I hate waking up early. I don't like it when the alarm goes off and sounds in the mornings and having to get up and do everything very early in the morning. I don't even like to have breakfast to eat very early in the morning. My body starts to function properly after 10 a.m. So we have some questions here. 4 short questions. What time do you usually get up on the weekend? What time do you usually go to bed on the weekend? When do you like working or study? When do you enjoy getting exercise? Now here you have to write and come up with full sentences. What time do you usually get up on the weekend? Don't write just 10. Okay, I
Get
usually
up.
get up
At.
at and the time. Okay, at 10 a.m., at 1 p.m. I get up at 6 or 7. Porque mi hijo es totalmente lo opuesto a mí. Él sí es morning person. Él sale el sol y me dice, mire, ya hay sol. Uno duerme cuando está oscuro. Entonces él sí se levanta temprano. So I usually get up at 7 on the weekend. What time do you usually go to bed on the weekend? I usually go to bed by midnight, at midnight. Ese by ya lo van a entender como es. At midnight. Usually. Sometimes. When do you like working or studying? I like or I prefer working in the evenings. My case. When do you enjoy getting exercise? I enjoy or prefer getting exercise on the weekend, in the mornings, in the evenings, at night, okay, or anything with what you prefer. I prefer getting exercise at night, usually, if I have to. So for tomorrow, I want you to write your own information and remember to use full sentences. Don't say just the time. What time do you usually go to bed? At midnight. No, I usually go to bed at midnight. And you can add extra information. Sometimes I am very tired and I go to sleep early at 9 p.m. Le pueden agregar más información. Okay, but the important part is to use the prepositions.
One question. In the night, you use at because at night instead. But evenings, do you use in? Why? Because night is day of the part of the day.
Part of the day, but that's the exception. Parts of the day, morning, afternoon, and evening, it's in. Night, we use at.
Okay.
Yes. So for tomorrow, please write your own ideas, your own information. I think we have practiced a lot with daily routines. Hemos practicado bastante con daily routines, porque hace usted por las mañanas y eso. So, esto es un poquito más para practicarlo enfocado a las horas. Utilizar las horas o partes del día. In the evenings, at night, at midnight, at 7. So you can use different prepositions of time to practice this ones. Now, the next lesson, before we finish today, I want you to watch the videos that I share with you. Les compartí 4 videos. Uno es the prepositions of time. Los otros 3 hablan de syllable stress, word stress, and the imitation technique. So let's read the skill box here. In the skill box, we have listening for the main idea. It is important to understand the main idea when someone is speaking. Use any pictures to help you understand what the topic is. Think about who is speaking and what the situation is. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Listen for the important words. So, listening, the listening skill, it's a skill that we can kind of play with. Nos salimos con la nuestra en el sentido de que no hay que entender todo, cada palabra que escucha. Solamente pongan atención a esas palabras que tienen énfasis, que tienen estrés. Usualmente le agregamos estrés y énfasis a las palabras más importantes, como vimos en el ejercicio anterior. When we use emphasis or stress in words and sentences, we emphasize the most important. If we are watching a video, or if we're watching a movie or any type of video where we have pictures, these also help you understand. If you're having a conversation with someone, look at the gestures. Si es una conversación y estamos queriendo comprender, veamos los gestos de la persona al hablar. Por eso es que cuando uno usa mascarilla es bien complicado saber si la persona está feliz, molesta o lo que sea, porque tapamos la mayor parte de nuestra cara. Entonces uno solo ve los ojos y de repente como que no vemos todos los gestos al momento de hablar. Y eso también influye en el proceso de comunicación. So if you're having a conversation, look at the gestures. Look at the person, if they're happy, if they make a lot of hand movements, the face. Think about who's speaking and what the situation is. What is the context of this conversation? ¿Qué es lo que espero yo hablar? ¿O qué es lo que yo espero escuchar? Okay, because this is for listening and also to transmit your ideas. Now, if we go to next part, which is the sentence stress, we have here the importance of sentence stress in the listening builder. In English, we usually stress the most important words in a sentence. These stress words are usually nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. You can usually understand the general idea if you only hear these words. Muy importante, si usted nada más capta esas palabras que se pronuncian fuerte o con énfasis, va a entender la idea general de lo que le están hablando. Vean, por ejemplo, estas. Mount Emei in China gets 27 feet of rain in a year. So we emphasize Mount Emei, China, 27 feet, rain year. Ya como que conectamos lo demás y sabemos de qué trata. In the evening, we have dinner at my sister's house. Okay, so those underlined words, if you go to the video about imitation technique, you will see the same example. Y les compartí uno que dice syllable stress y otro que dice word stress. Syllable stress se trata de hacer el énfasis en la sílaba correcta. Por ejemplo, acá tenemos I love meeting. El estrés va en meet, en la sílaba que está subrayada. No decimos I love meeting. No, we don't say people. It's people. We don't say tasting. We don't say different. No, la parte que está subrayada es la sílaba que se acentúa. I love meeting new people and tasting different foods. Y las palabras que están en negrita son las que se le hacen énfasis. Entonces, si nada más escuchamos o entendemos meeting people, tasting foods, captamos la idea general, que a la persona le gusta conocer personas y probar comidas. If we continue with the video, this is a very good video because she makes pauses, hace pausas para que ustedes vayan practicando. Today, I think I have visited about. Okay, once again, la sílaba que está subrayada es la que se acentúa. Okay, I think I have visited. No decimos visited, no decimos visited, es visited. El acento va en la primera sílaba. About. We don't say about. It's about. And we have the stress in those words as well. So I want you to take the time and really watch these videos and listen to it. Vamos a ver un pedacito aquí nada más de cómo ella hace ese énfasis.
About
Y va pausando para que ustedes vayan
22
repitiendo.
different countries.
22.
But there are so many more places on my list.
So many more places on my list. What happened?
Almost every person that I know who has a decent income,
Let me see if we have the
after each sentence that will let you do that.
key. This one. Aquí,
To them, and it's easy for me to share my stories and experiences with them. Plus, I love getting recommendations about places to visit. It helps me to plan where my next holiday is going to be.
Okay, so this is a very good activity to pay attention to those words. Okay, poner atención a esas palabras que se estresan, donde el sonido suena más claro, donde se hace un énfasis específico. Esto les ayuda no solo a la parte de listening, sino de speaking. Más adelante vamos a tener otro workshop de speaking respecto a esto, porque yo he escuchado muchos errores, por ejemplo, con la palabra visit. Hay quien dicen beside or visit, and it's visit. El acento va en la primera. Visit. It's not visit. Different. Otra palabra que les da guerra a muchos. Different. No. It's not different. En español decimos diferente. El acento cae en E. Diferente. But in English, it's in the first syllable. Different. Esa es la que se acentúa. Different. Interesting. Otra palabra que también he escuchado. Interesting. Porque en español es interesante. El acento le ponemos en sante, interesante. But in English it's interesting. It's not interesting. No. Interesting. No. Interesting. So that stress and syllable stress and word stress helps you to understand better and to communicate better, to make those sounds and really make the emphasis on the words that we want to emphasize. Usually nouns, as you can see here on the rule, where is it? Here. As you can see here on the rule, the stressed words are usually nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Que usualmente hacemos énfasis en el sujeto, incluso de la oración, los nouns, los sustantivos, el verbo, el adjetivo, cuando queremos acentuar de que algo es muy bonito, beautiful. Okay, the place is beautiful. We make an emphasis. Okay, the view from El Picacho, it's beautiful. So we make it a little longer. Beautiful. Hasta alargamos las palabras para hacer como que ese énfasis is really important that you practice. Really, it's an adverb. So we make an emphasis on those words. So take the time. We're going to start early today, medio early, para que en estos minutitos que restan vean los videos. Tomen notas, practiquen, repitan, hagan lo que dicen los videos ahí. Y mañana vamos a repasar de nuevo con este tema del stress and intonation. Any questions, comments? Okay, entonces nos veremos mañana. Bye, everyone.